Welcome back to Your Favorite Dish, a podcast with and for restaurateurs. In the next hour, we want to serve you what really tastes good. I'm Angelina Goodman, and today my guests and I will talk about why now is the best time to confidently invest in yourself and new opportunities. Let's meet today's guests.
Thank you, Angelina. My name is Marc. I'm a managing director and chief sales officer at Dish Digital Solution, which is a 100% subsidiary of Metro, and really looking forward to the podcast today.
So my name is Daniel Klein. I'm from Bavaria. I'm a chef with 2 Michelin Star restaurants. Maybe we can talk about later what happened with my main restaurant, and I'm using Dish since a half year right now.
Awesome. Thank you both so much. So you said you were a chef, right?
Yes.
So that means you have to have a favorite personal dish. What would you say it is?
I think it's pasta, because pasta can be a classic thing.
Yeah, and very versatile, right? You can do so much with it.
And you can put it also on a menu in my restaurant. So it's a dish what you can do many things with.
Yeah, exactly. So do you have like a favorite sauce you like to add or just pasta?
Just pasta.
Oh, okay. And you? Do you have a favorite dish?
I was just thinking about it. Yeah. I have a lot of favorite dishes. Usually, I think what makes dishes special is the environment, the people you're with, and so on.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
if I had to pick one, it would be a sweet loaf my mom used to prepare.
Yeah.
And basically just because it comes with a lot of memories. From back then. Yeah.
So as a chef, do you always have something that has to be on every menu?
I think my signature dish. I have one signature dish since 5 years right now.
Okay.
In my restaurant, you can't delete it from the card because the guests say, why you
It's
do
too
that?
good, yeah.
And it's a dish with tuna.
Oh, okay.
Tuna, rare, chicken stock, miso cream, pea cream.
Okay.
And it's not warm, it's not hot, but it's between, and it's a signature for me. So
It sounds really good.
yeah, thank you.
Are you a fan of tuna? Would you try the dish?
We just said before the podcast, we said we'll meet soon, and I'm looking forward to tasting it. Actually,
It's a really good dish, I think.
It sounds really good. Okay, so you said that you're a chef. How does one get started working as a chef? Like in childhood, did you already know, or was it like when you got older, or how did you start?
I think it was out of my young. When I was young, I need to make money, so.
Okay.
Because of my car and what you need when you're 16 or 18 or whatever. And I worked in my school time in a restaurant as a dishwasher.
So you started as a dishwasher.
Yeah, I started as a dishwasher, and then I said, what do you do with your life? And then it becomes in my head to make a chef stage, a chef trainee program, 3 years. After the 3 years, I started in Munich in Kempinski. 3 years. And then I had my first stage in Leipzig.
Oh, okay.
When I was 21 as a head chef in a 5-star.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yes.
So was it like when you started your first job as the dishwasher, did you work your way up there, or was it like over time?
No, I started then a trainee program.
Oh, okay.
3 years in a small restaurant in my hometown. And then to Kempinski, it was like a stage high and a big jump, I think.
Wow, okay. So
really impressive.
So do you have like a special certain type of cooking you do? Like, is it German or?
That's very hard for a chef to explain.
Okay.
It's really hard. I think I got France basic, what I've learned in my trainee program. My mind say a bit of Japanese, a bit of Asia, infused kitchen, but products from Germany or from France. So
you don't limit yourself.
It's hard to explain myself.
Okay, that makes sense. So you do all of that, and then you also mentioned you do social media, right? So what are you doing on social media?
Everything. No, not everything. I make collaborations. I'm on many events right now. Also the daily things I do will be on social media.
Yeah.
I think it's a good part also for my restaurants to show the people outside what we're doing the whole day.
Yeah, like the behind the scenes, right?
Yeah, like behind the scene. And that it's not easy every day. Not like you have a perfect picture right now.
Right.
The other things are also important to do that perfect picture from the food. So I think it's behind the scenes right now.
Okay. And that's on Instagram and TikTok?
Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn.
So everywhere, basically. So maybe you could tell us more what like a day in the life looks like for you as a chef.
Well, I stand up at 8 o'clock in the morning and I go bed at 1 o'clock.
Oh.
So a hard job. I need to check everything. You need to check your employees. Are they happy? Then you need to check your restaurants, all the orders. How was yesterday? The guests, the Google. You need to check everything the whole day. Also, what about the quality in the kitchen, the service, the wine for the restaurant? It's everything.
So everything falls under you.
Everything, yeah.
So you also are working with Dish, right? So how has Dish helped you in that way to help balance some things out?
I think Dish is a perfect thing to start your business with the website. Also, you do the websites for the restaurant. It's a very, very good thing for the guests because of the payment. It's easy, really, really easy on the table because it communicates with everything. And also the order program. Maybe you can tell more about Dish.
I can talk a lot about this.
Well, the stage is yours.
No, but please.
So how does that like line up with what you do at your job? Like, do you understand where he's coming from? Does Dish want to offer more things in that direction to help more and more in the restaurant industry?
First of all, I would like to say I'm deeply impressed by people like Daniel. Yeah,
Definitely.
I mean, he's a real entrepreneur.
Yeah.
What he just told us, like the 6-7 different activities and projects he's engaging in. Big kudos. I'm really impressed, and I think in general, let me make that comment. I think we need more entrepreneurs
Exactly,
like that in Germany. And you also said how you started as a young man actually, and worked up in the Horeca business, and now have your own Michelin Star restaurants and so on. So and that's what you find actually a lot with these restaurateurs. They're real entrepreneurs, and what they really care about the most is their guests and their people.
Yeah.
And rightly so, of course, because I mean, when we consider ourselves as guests, what do we really, when we think about our favorite restaurant, what do we like the most about it? It's of course the great food and dishes, but at the end it's the overall experience.
Exactly.
So do they recognize me when I walk in? Do they remember me, what I had last time? Do I feel comfortable? Do I feel well served? All of that, and that's exactly actually the reason why we exist at Dish is to support these great restaurant entrepreneurs to really focus on what matters most to them, and that's the guest experience. At the end. At the same time, they have all these challenges these days, and I'm sure we'll speak a bit more about it. But inflation, a staffing, a big challenge, profitability, obviously becoming more important, and that's the sweet spot of Dish. That's exactly where we are. We consider ourselves an ecosystem. So we are providing a full suite of digital solutions that makes the life of restaurateurs like Daniel much easier. So as you already mentioned, we have a specialized AI led website for restaurants to have the visibility on the net. And then we have a reservation tool in place where you can obviously make reservations. We have an order solution where you can have pickup and delivery of the fantastic dishes Daniel and the likes are producing. And for 2 years now, we also have a POS, which stands for point of sale, a cash register. Actually, what it really is a process optimizing system, because what we're doing, we simplifying within this ecosystem, we are simplifying all these guest facing processes. And you need to imagine that today in a typical restaurant, there is still a large amount, and when you think back the last restaurant visits you had, up to 70% of restaurants still use paper and pencil.
Oh, wow.
They take orders. And imagine what this means. Yeah. So the waiter being stressed anyways,
Right,
because
yeah.
potentially one of her, team members didn't show up. Yeah. So instead of 4, there are now just 3 doing the service, and the restaurant is full. Yeah. And then they're coming to take your order with the paper and pencil. By the way, what's your favorite dish? We never asked her.
Oh, my favorite dish. Oh no. I actually really like goulash, and it's kind of like pasta because I feel like it exists in a lot of different cultures,
Yes.
but slightly different, and I think that that's really cool.
Yeah. So let's imagine we are this group of 3. We're having a fantastic lunch, of course, in your restaurant, and you want this famous goulash, but you want it without spätzle. You want it with fried potatoes, as an example. Then the waiter takes all of this down. Then he or she goes to the cash register, types everything in, takes this paper, puts it to the kitchen. In the kitchen, you have at least 3 stations, with starters, warm dishes, and
Right.
dessert, often more. And there the paper wanders
Yes.
around, and somebody then there cannot read what you wrote. Then they are calling you again. Calling the waiter again, going back to the table. Yeah. And the waiter forgot to ask for wine. So this is just not effective,
Right, yeah,
these
definitely.
days. And so, as I said, we operate a process optimizing system where everything is digitized.
Okay, yeah.
From your registration, your reservation, you come to the restaurant, and then the waiter, you can with a QR code, you can read the menu. Yeah.
Okay.
You can even order
Online or through your phone.
or through your phone while sitting at the table.
Yeah.
And this already is then connected to the cash register. It is already connected to the order directly goes to the different stations in the restaurant, and it's fully automated. Yeah? And often I get then asked, Mark, this sounds very sterile. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does this take away the atmosphere? And say, actually, no, it's rather the opposite, because, I think over the last 10, 15 years, and COVID, of course, also accelerated on that, the people in the restaurant, the role was completely shifted. They are now more or less people just, taking orders and serving food.
Right, yeah.
And they used to be feel-good managers.
Yeah.
They used to recognize, this is Daniel, this is Angelina. Great to have you back. Last time, you had your favorite goulash. By the way, we have a new ingredient, a new ingredient for that. Or can I recommend some wine? For this. So all this opportunity to drive dwell time in the restaurant, to drive cross and upselling. This is what we are able to enable the restaurant with. Yeah.
With all these solutions, right?
With all these digital solutions, so that the likes of Daniel can really focus on the guest experience.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're saying that Corona really changed everything, and now everything is more digital, right? So
it had a lot of disadvantages.
Yeah.
So we, of course, saw across all main markets in Europe, we saw a big drop in restaurants. Yeah. In some markets, they have recovered to the pre-COVID level, the number of restaurants. Yeah. In other markets, like Germany, for instance, not. And there's many reasons to that. Yeah. One is staff. A lot of staff, and I would be interested how you work with your team, and how you keep them and motivate them. But a lot of staff, during COVID, they went to other industries,
right.
to logistics companies. They are now drivers for Amazon, where they have clear times and shifts when they work and need to be there, and so on. And of course, in gastronomy, it is a lot more stressful. Yeah, and you need to a good waiter, good waitress, she or he wants to be really close to the guest. Yeah. And this is really hard to find, and you need to nurture them. They are your stars in the restaurant. Right. It's the chef in the kitchen providing this fantastic dish. It's also the staff that is close to the guests, and there you need to provide them with the right support in order that they can serve the guests well. And sorry, I would be interested how you be close, how you enable yourself to be close to the team with all these 6-7 projects you're running in parallel.
Yeah, you need to be, as a chef, every day able to be called. I said now called, yeah, because they call you, they have problems, they need to talk to you, so you need to be
Always available, right?
always standby.
Yeah,
I
okay.
think standby is the best word for that, because employees are very hard to find right now. Staff are very hard to find. Good staff is more harder than everything.
Yeah.
So you need to take care about them. And I think the most important thing is to be standby for your personnel for every problem they have. And you need to be the first to check the problem before the employee. I think
Right.
that's the whole thing. Because also my restaurant, we don't sell good food. I said it in the last video. We don't sell good food. We don't sell a nice waiter. We don't say a beautiful restaurant. We sell emotions.
Yeah.
We don't sell other things. We sell emotions. Emotions on the plate, emotions in the service, emotions everywhere. So that's what we need to do.
Right.
Also, Apple do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Amazon and whatever. So also we need to do it, and we need to change our marketing now to emotions.
Yeah.
Not a good food. A good food can cook.
So you guys would agree that teamwork is really what makes up the whole thing, right?
Yeah. Teamwork. A good team is the best part of the restaurant. So
you asked about COVID,
Yeah.
and I said it took a lot of restaurants out of the business. Some of the staff left, but also it changed the expectation of the guests.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. So of course we all were used for a couple months, almost years, to use these QR. Who even remembers these days,
Yeah.
right? But these QR check-ins when you go to restaurants. So we don't use that anymore, but we are used to that the mobile phone is part of the guest journey.
Experience,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
guest experience. And that's no longer an obstacle in that sense, or does
Right.
not feel awkward. Again, if the restaurant and the staff and the restaurant owner play it right and give the guest a good experience, or as you called it, great emotions at the end. Yeah.
So how has Dish helped you in that way?
I think Dish, in my part, helps me to take care about the guests. That what you said, to take care on the table, to take care about the guest with my time, because I don't need time to write with the block and the pencil.
Right, yeah.
So to keep care about the guests. And that's what in the background helps me to have more time by the guests.
Awesome. Okay. So would you agree with what he said also about COVID, that really changed things?
That change all the things also in the gastronomy.
But for
You-
better or
you
for
need-
worse, would you say?
Sometimes better, sometimes worse, I think. You need to cook faster. That's what I as a chef say, because in COVID you had like 10 o'clock, everyone need to be home.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Now the guests, it's in their head
Yeah.
to
Not stay out too late.
to stay not longer more out today. And also I think my restaurant had many meters between the next guests, and I think it changed a bit.
So when we talk about things like Corona or COVID, I think also something that we have to talk about is also inflation. Has that also impacted you negatively?
So I closed my restaurant right now.
Yeah.
Also about the economic, because we had good times. We also get money out of my restaurant right now. Now it's closed. But the German laws or whatever make a bit trouble right now in every gastronomic in Germany, I think, right now, because of the Corona helps. I think it's the word right now. You need to pay taxes for the Corona help right now, because it's like
a Corona.
it's not like a gift. The German don't give you a gift.
Right, of course.
So it's not a gift. You need to pay taxes right now, and that's what I said. Why we do that? So I closed my restaurant also because of the economic, because of my life, because of everything. Maybe because of Germany right now.
Would you
When I have this decision right now, I would never ever opened a restaurant right now in Germany.
In Germany. But what about
So
somewhere
sorry,
else?
I need to say that, but
Would you open the
Sounds good, man.
restaurant somewhere else?
yes,
Like in a different country?
yes.
And you would be very like confident and ready to go for that, even though it's a
Yeah.
completely different environment?
Now I'm ready. Now I'm ready to go in another country, I think.
Oh, wow.
Because I've been here like 15 years as a chef, and now it's time to be a part of life.
Yeah.
And I think
To experience
life
something different.
is more possible in another country right now.
Where would you go?
Switzerland,
Oh.
Dubai.
Dubai, interesting. So do you have plans to do that, or is it just now only a thought?
Can't talk about it.
Okay, sorry. So when looking back at Dish, do they offer certain solutions to help starting up in a new country and things like that?
I mean, it's really a pity what Daniel is telling us, right? Because restaurants are also, often considered the third place. You have your private life and you have work, obviously, and restaurants are the third place of society where we come together, where we enjoy ourselves, where in our little community we meet friends, we make new friends, all of that. It's part of our culture,
right,
for so many hundreds of years, and we really need to nurture that. And that's why it's really a pity that also in Germany, we make it often really complicated and hard and difficult for restaurants. Indeed, yes, we feel. I mean, I talked about how we simplify the life of the restaurant owner from a guest journey perspective, but it's probably worth sharing that Dish is a part of Metro, one of the largest food wholesaler of the world, and there we can now offer a full package to the restaurant owner when they open up a new restaurant, right?
in a new place.
In a new place, we can provide the full equipment, the furniture, the kitchen equipment.
Oh wow! So really everything.
Everything. Obviously, the food, the ingredients, obviously the digital solutions I was talking about. So when you want to open up a new restaurant, Metro is your one-stop shopping.
Right.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Can really help. And one aspect is, I think, really important is, of course, profitability. Right.
Always.
So and there at the end, this is what Daniel and the other restaurants, of course, they're entrepreneurs. Yeah, they also want to and need to make money. And this is where we can help with data. Yeah. So as said, we have the POS in there, and we are today already able to show to Daniel what are the most ordered dishes, what are the most profitable dishes. How does this compare to competition in his
in his area?
In his area, yeah. What is the profitability margin of the individual dishes? We can help him to better plan his staffing. We even also provide payment solutions, so that this is fully integrated in the POS. So again, it's a one-stop shopping, but it's not done with that. Metro and Dish are really keen to have long-lasting relationships, and really support restaurants to be profitable at the end.
Wow, that is really
sounds good. Yeah.
So that's something that you're definitely interested in, right?
Yes, right. Because you need a solution. I say always keep it simple. That's the thing right now. And when Metro or Dish can make a whole solution, it's the best for a gastronomy, because you get everything from one hand, and you need to talk about that. You need to talk about that also with the laws and whatever.
Yeah.
Because it's not only the system, it's not only the reservation, it's the laws,
exactly. Yeah, there's a
other
lot
things in Germany. So it's good when it's from one hand.
Very nice. So maybe we can switch gears a little bit and talk more about common mistakes in the restaurant industry. Maybe you can enlighten us a little bit.
Oh, that's...
If you could, maybe your
you
top
can make
3.
many mistakes, because it's not, you need to have, I told it in the other questions before, you have employees, you have a restaurant, you have food, you have wine, you have everything. It's not like when you have a marketing agency, you only have one person, one job, nothing else.
Exactly.
You get your money. So that's I think one of the most difficult parts. So there are many mistakes. I've made one mistake, okay, that I said I've made my restaurant alone. That was my mistake right now, because now I'm alone with the whole other things.
So you mean alone, like you don't have a partner?
No, I don't have an investor. We made it by my own. We start with 20,000 euros. 20, not 200,000, not 2 million, 20,000 euros in Moos, in a small thing, and we build it up from the ground to that what it was right now. And you can make so many mistakes in the marketing, with the employees, with everything, with the laws, with the taxes, with so difficult parts. So it's not only one.
Yeah. But I'm sure each mistake brings like a learning experience, right?
Yeah, it's a learning experience, and it's a process to also for me to be now here, and that you can talk about that.
Right.
Also, what is with the restaurant right now, I need to talk about that on Instagram or TikTok, on Facebook, because of the other gastronomics, to tell them, hey, it's not easy, but it's not a mistake.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Life goes on.
Life goes on.
Yeah.
And I had a nice call in the morning. Someone said to me, when life gives you lemon,
Oh, yeah.
make limoncello.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you would say definitely that making mistakes helps you grow, right?
Yes.
Even as a chef
Definitely.
and as a person.
And you make mistakes.
Yeah.
Every gastronomic make mistakes.
Do you think that there are some common mistakes that are very like that everybody makes starting off in the industry?
Also the first thing you need to do, I think, and where you can mistake, is marketing.
Okay.
Because you start not with building your restaurant, you start with the marketing to have guests in your restaurant. And when it's not clearly definited, what your restaurant will be on the whole place for the guests.
Right.
For when we talk about goulash, when you cook goulash in your restaurant, it cannot be a Michelin Star restaurant. Maybe later.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Why?
Yeah, because you start only with the goulash.
Oh, okay.
You need to have a clearly definition about your marketing, and then you need to be on the line till the end, until the end. You start with them and be on the line till the end. So you need to know what happens in 5 years. And that's, I think, one of the most difficult points for gastronomy. And that's where many make mistakes.
So you would say even marketing
Like
from the
we
beginning.
can take when you think about McDonald's, big group, you think about burger.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Exactly.
Nothing else. When you think about me and my restaurant, it's a Michelin Star restaurant. So you need to take the line when you open a restaurant and say, it's a nice place and da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, but you need your marketing clearly defined.
It starts there.
It starts there. It starts not with any programs. It starts not with the food. It starts with your plan and your marketing.
Interesting.
Oh.
So we were talking about marketing. Yeah. So my next question was going to be, what is the process like to become a Michelin Star restaurant?
We don't know about the things what Michelin tests. That's the first thing.
Okay.
Also you have 5 points from the Michelin testers what you need to do. But it's a point like the chef need to be creativity. So you don't know about what's you need to have your own signature as a chef.
Okay.
And that's it. You only know these 5 things. Also the good food and whatever. So that's the critical points of the Michelin. And it's a process. You can't be a Michelin Star chef right now when you want. Also the tests, it's not in your hand. You can cook every day, but what you need to be is disciplined, creativity, every day when your restaurant is open, it need to be perfect. That's the only thing you need to do.
So it's not just a one-time test, it's like an everyday thing.
I think they will come 4 times a year.
Ah, okay.
As 1 person, 2 person, 4 person, pay normal.
So you don't know
get
that
the
they're there.
names, as it's like Müller.
Yeah. Okay.
Or whatever. And they test you. And you have no insights from them, or they don't talk about that. So you're alone with the Michelin.
So what was your experience with? Did you know that that's the goal you wanted to work towards, or did it just kind of happen?
We started our adventure with the restaurant Cook 36 in Moos with the opinion that we only want to have good guests and get money. That was the start.
Okay.
That was the start. After 1 year, the guest said, "Hey, Daniel, you're so a good chef. Can you cook more than 1 dish for me?" So we started with the menu.
So you started with 1 dish?
No, we started with the whole cart, but the guests only ate 1 dish. So
It was
so
the favorite?
we started small. Then we had like 3 wines on our cart. Now we have like 600.
Oh, wow. That's a lot.
So you start with 3 wines, then someone said, "Hey, I want to have a Primitivo or from whatever, USA or whatever," and you buy it, you put it on your card, you buy it, you put it on a card. Also the menu after 2 years like was then 5 courses, sorbet, petit fours, aperos, amuse, and then it's like 10 courses after that. And so we started like that. And that's why it was a process, and we don't think about that. It was in Corona when we get our Michelin Star.
Oh, okay.
So I can't drove to the festival, which was in Frankfurt this year. So it was in Corona. I get a call in Corona.
Interesting. Wow.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So do you have any tools or techniques you think that helped you through the process, or that you would recommend for others?
In my job, you need to have many techniques in the kitchen also. There are not any tools or any process definitely to be a Michelin Star chef. You need to be always informated about new techniques, new things, new food, new stuff, new everything. But there is not only one I can say what is for a Michelin Star restaurant important.
Okay. I think that makes a lot of sense. So for you hearing all of that, does that help Dish to plan in the future with more solutions?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we are constantly exchanging with customers and non-customers, to understand where can we improve, and also what's next, what they need next, and obviously there is a lot of current options in the market. I think it comes really down to one aspect at the end, and it is keep it simple.
Right.
The restaurant owners and the staff and the people, the chef and the team in the kitchen, actually they don't want to be bothered. Make it simple, make it intuitive. And I would say, at the end, Apple is the benchmark.
Right.
We don't read manuals to set up our Apple phone, right?
Yeah.
So why do we make it complicated in the HoReCa industry to set up a POS or reservation?
Exactly.
And that's our ambition. In that sense, we want to be the Apple of HoReCa tech. Make it really simple and impactful. The team in the restaurant, they should care about the guest and not about IT.
Right. I think that's a really good point. You should focus on the people and your food.
Because they need to be focused on the guests, because the guests bring you the money, not the tools, not the fridge, not everything, not the reservations. After that, the reservations, but they don't bring you the money. The guests bring you the money.
Exactly.
And they will come back when the emotions are good.
That's a good point. So would you say that there's still some missing solutions that would help you better on that part to improve the emotional part?
Good question. It's a really good question.
Or maybe you have some
Sorry for the
ideas.
question, but
I mean, maybe I can speak about what we are looking into at the moment and where we see a trend, and then let me know what you think about it. So first of all, and that's not new, but it's really becoming bigger and bigger, is this whole topic around payments. Where this needs to be seamless, it needs to be integrated. You need to offer all these various payment solutions in a simple way. That's just one aspect where we are looking into what's next. Also into cryptocurrencies, stable coins, all these kind of things. And then of course AI, a big buzzword these days. But again, if we can turn it from buzz into action and profit, then it's something good. And what we are exploring at the moment is, with all this data we are generating, as I said, we can provide all this data to Daniel about the dishes, about the customers, and so on. But what good is it if we make it too complicated for him to then use it? And their AI will be a game changer, where Daniel will be able to, via a voice bot, ask his phone, give me the stats of yesterday across my 6, 7, 8 projects. Let me know which was the best performing location, which was the best performing waiter, what was the highest turnover at a table. Please check the social media accounts. What was the give me a summary of the negative feedback I might have gotten in one particular restaurant. This will just make his life much more easier and productive. He doesn't need to worry about the data points in an Excel file.
Exactly. It would all be done for him, right?
It's a seamless it's a seamless offer to when he needs it, and then he can instantly execute upon it and become, again, I would like to stress that we support him with that to become more profitable, more successful, and at the end more profitable.
That sounds really, really good. But also many jobs are then lost.
Yeah, that's the good side.
And so that's the other thing. So many jobs like a feel-good manager in Kempinski, whatever, 4 Jahreszeiten in Munich, will be not there the next
and
time.
I would say it differently, actually. I think people will still, I mean, there is of course also fast service restaurants where you need almost no interaction anymore. Actually, I was visiting a dark kitchen.
A ghost kitchen.
A ghost kitchen.
Yeah.
They called it dark kitchen. Why? Because there everything is prepared by a machine.
Okay.
And this machine was focusing on a Asian bowl. And within 5 minutes, the machine was producing everything.
So it comes out of like a machine.
It's like literally like,
it's crazy.
It looks like a big kiosk, I would say.
Oh, okay.
It's actually a nice design, and you can order via your phone. Okay. And then depending on where you're located, the machine produces the food that it is on point when you pick it up. So the meat has the right temperature and all of that. That's coming, right? But that's not why I'm saying that and still would not agree that the feel good managers in the Kempinskis in your restaurants, but also in our favorite little Italian restaurant, let's call it Luigi, that we won't have staff there anymore, because it's all about, I said, it's the third place, it's this human interaction. I feel that high tech and high touch really come together now also in the restaurant, where we can enable the feel good manager to at the end better serve the guest. And I tell you why this is, simply because the guest will demand it.
Right.
You will not want to be served in a sterile atmosphere when you want to have your favorite goulash with your friends or your partner.
Exactly. I think that's a good point.
It's a good point.
Do you agree? Or
I agree right
okay.
now.
But this AI topics like data, I would be interested. Yeah. I mean, you have an extremely stressful day with all these different projects, and you need to juggle all these balls at the same time. How important is already today data you look at in terms of performance of your teams, of your restaurants, and so on?
So I also use a KI right now
Okay.
because it's as not for everything, but for many things right now.
Okay. And
Because
what type of
when you have
things?
a small job or something like that, you use it. You use it because it's fast, it's easy. And I also think what you said, that the time by chefs or by gastronomic, it's always the time. The time is your enemy, only the time. And so it's a good part to have more time, to have more time. That's the only thing, to have more time. Because when I sit on my MacBook and I need to check the Google things about the stars, what I get there in the evening after the restaurant service, when someone will make it for me, it's better. Yeah?
So you're
Yeah.
open to it then. You're open to like creating or to you're open to the idea that AI is evolving and that it can help you further, right?
Yeah, it will help. It will
And
help.
that's something that you
also
guys
it
are working
helps
on.
now.
We put the restaurant owner at the heart of everything. That's how we look at it. And Metro in general, and of course specifically also Dish, we feel we're the good partner of the industry. Yeah. And if it's very simple, but if we make our customers like Daniel happy, we will be successful. Yeah. And he was just describing it's time. And I mean, I could really feel you when you said it's all about time. Time is my enemy. So we need to provide solutions that provide you with more time to think about the guest experience or think about the next interesting concept you want to set up. Yeah.
So you said that you wanted to maybe open internationally a new restaurant.
Maybe.
Maybe, yes, maybe. But maybe you can tell us more about what Dish offers internationally, the offers that they have, things like that.
Yeah, I mean, definitely we want to be your partner when you go international. As I said, we operate in 16 countries across Europe. Yeah, France, Italy, Germany. We spoke about Spain, but also Austria has a fantastic gastronomy scene. Yeah, so one-stop shopping with us. We can provide you the full suite of the digital solutions. And if you go international, let us know. I would love
Maybe
to be
you can make a solution for me.
Let's have a chat. Let's have a chat. Yes.
Are there any challenges still left, though, when you talk about going internationally?
In what sense?
Like for Dish, in terms of you want to expand, I would assume, right? And
So each country is different. Yeah, of course, each country, has a different type of customer segments. There's different legal requirements,
right.
and so on. That's why you also find very few pan-European or even international Horeca tech companies. They're usually very, very focused on one specific market, and their Dish is one of the very few actually that is capable of doing that. At the end, it really comes down to being really, really close to the customer, i.e. the restaurant owner
Right.
needs, and provide them with the right services.
So could it be that he tells you that he's opening up a new restaurant in a new country and he tells you what he needs help with?
Yeah.
And then Dish could help?
I mean, I think that's the change going forward, rather than coming up with an idea and then talking to the different vendors you have out there, the kitchen suppliers, the furniture suppliers, the food wholesalers, and so on. Take them onto your journey early on.
Right.
If you open your restaurant, in a great ski resort in Austria next winter, I mean, give us a ring before. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
So for you, you would then see Dish as like a very strong partner then, right?
Yes.
Somebody who would be with you to help you with the steps and things like that. Does that give you more confidence to...
Yeah, it's also more confidence because you have a new country. It's not my country. I know the laws right here. I know
Yeah.
the things right here, but not maybe in Austria or other 16 countries right now. So I think it's a strong partner then.
So you would definitely look towards Dish when you're in the business for a new restaurant.
When I open a restaurant.
So before we wrap up today's episode, I have one last question. What's one tip you would give to our viewers?
When you fall down, go forward. It's not the end, it's a beginning. Start new, take the challenges, and stay in the gastronomic.
Thank you so much for joining us for the end of the episode. I just would like to say thank you one more time to our two guests, and we'll see you next time.